Number one movie in the UK is Robots.
Robert.
And it came out last week, so we didn't get to review it. So why don't you do that and Valiant
Well,
together?
let's do that and Valiant together. So shall we hear a clip from one of the two? Let's hear a clip from Robots, because I think it's the better of the two.
Could you direct me to Big Weld Industry?
What? Perfect. That'll be $50.
$50 for what?
A beautiful picture of your first moment in Robot City. There, I've captured your second moment. That's another $50. Are you keeping track? Come on, work with me. More pout, less pose. There's a great inside of you as a fashion model just waiting to throw up. Give me those eyes, big eyes, big eyes. Give me big anime eyes.
Yeah, loving it. I don't want any pictures.
You don't?
No.
Well, that's all right. There's no film in the camera. Would you like to buy maps of the stars' homes? Way to go.
Okay, so that was obviously Ewan
Robin
McGregor
Williams.
and obviously Robin Williams.
He does that camp fashion designer, which he's done many times before.
For animation, particularly. That's
Fantastic.
what starting, I think, with Aladdin, which was the thing that really sort of made him the great animated voice. And then afterwards they just go and they animate all the noises that Robin Williams made. And that's pretty much what happens in the case of Robots. Story of Robots, a cute little story. There are these old-fashioned robots in Robot City, and they're being made redundant because the corporation wants to turn everything into new robots, and Ewan McGregor has to go and basically save the old robots and become the saviour of the robot world. Ewan McGregor also voices Valiant, which is an Ealing Studios production about pigeons in World War II, carrier pigeons in World War II, which has got Ewan McGregor, Ricky Gervais, Hugh Laurie, Tim Curry, big selection of sort of well-known voices. And I have to say, I thought the trailer for it looked really funny. If you've probably seen the trailer for it, because it's been trailed to pieces. It's got Ricky Gervais as the scruffy bird, and the guy says, have you never seen a bird bath? And he says, no, I can't. If I even see a bird bath, I get itchy feather conditions. And you think this is going to be smart, it's going to be funny, it's going to be lively, and also the animation looks quite good. Well, if you have a choice between taking your kids to see Robot and Valiant, which indeed you do, Robots is the winner, hands down. Now, neither of them are great. Neither of them are up there on the same level as, for example, Finding Nemo or Sleeping Beauty or any of the classic Disneys, or I would say even, to be honest, Shrek 2, which I enjoyed very, very much. Robots is lovely to look at. The design is absolutely lovely. It's these kind of retro 50s pastel shades, really beautifully designed, lovely animation, and the voiceovers are done fine. Robin Williams does pretty much what Robin Williams does, and it's entertaining enough. It's a small little story, and its scope is nicely limited, but from a design point of view, it's absolutely lovely. Valiant, bit of a mess. I mean, it looks sort of like what an Aardman CGI animation would look like, and of course Aardman are working on a CG animation, but it's just not funny enough. The gags aren't strong enough. There's a lot of sort of, farting gags, which of course will entertain the younger viewers, and I have no problem with that.
Who's it actually aimed at? I mean,
Well, that's an interesting question, and I was sitting there as a 42-year-old thinking, who is this aimed at? And whereas in the case of Robots, clearly it's playing that dual thing. On the one hand, you've got all the exciting action stuff for the younger viewers, but you've got the slightly more grown-up jokes for the viewers, for the older viewers, although you're not just winking and nodding at them. It's an enjoyable family movie. Valiant, I don't really know. I think the problem with it is it doesn't know what its target audience is. It could have gone through 3 more story meetings. Some of the performers give it their best shot, but it's not memorable in the way that a great cartoon ought to be. That's not to say that if you're taking kids to see it, they won't laugh, because there is a lot of good, fun, slapstick humour. But in a few weeks' time, it'll be gone. Robots, I think, has a longer life to it, and certainly from a design point of view, if you're interested in taking your kids to see something which you will like to look at, Robots is the outstanding winner there.